Well, everyone, we've got new Onewe music, and I just hope everyone understands the gravity of the situation. What's up, everyone? My name is Andrew, and I apologize for that joke. Welcome to another reaction video. If you don't know already, I'm a guitarist of over 14 years now, and I make K-pop guitar covers, K-pop reaction videos like this one, and other forms of K-pop content here on YouTube. Now, I'm not sure about anyone else, but Onewe completely took me by surprise with their announcement for Gravity. I wasn't expecting anything from them while Yonghoon and Kanghyun are in the military, but here we are, and of course, I'm doing a reaction video. Now, Onewe is my favorite Korean band of all time, and of course, for very obvious reasons, Kanghyun is my old bias. I've actually had a few conversations with him through Bubble, and I learned that he actually has seen a few of my covers, which is extremely intimidating. Now, if you're curious about that and what actually happened and how we got connected, I've made a video about that back when it happened. And of course, I'll leave that in the description below, along with a playlist of all of my Onewe covers to date. Now, at the time of recording this video, Gravity has been out for about 5 days now, but I have yet to listen to the song or see the music video. I've been very busy lately, but I wanted to wait until I had time to sit down and react to this for all of you. Of course, that means that I am super excited to dive into this with all of you, especially the musical side of things. So for a little bit of added fun, I decided that I'm gonna do this entire reaction video with my guitar in hand. But enough talking, let's go ahead and dive in. Well, we haven't even started the video yet. And we're presented with this. I can't even talk. Yonghoon looks great, and I love this guitar. I'd be very interested to see if they painted that themselves or if this was a guitar that they found for the music video, but I miss him. I miss them. I miss him and Kanghyun, but I'm glad we're getting this. And the visuals, goodness.
I'm a gravity.
Oh,
like I'm floating on cloud nine. You're my gravity.
Such a good groove. Oh, what?
Something meant to be.
That boom, that's such a, I wasn't expecting that drum groove, but also was not expecting this, but we're gonna leave it at that.
We just can't deny it anymore. The barrel and empty resented too.
First, before we go too far, Damyang is my bias record, by the way. Anyways, before we go too far,
I'm a gravity.
Is that what it is? That's such a cool, it's very simple, but it's such a groovy, such a cool like guitar riff. I love that. E minor. Yeah, great. Oh, I love this so much already. Kanghyun has the Strat back after playing His Majesty for so long.
The barrel and empty resented to find. Aim your mind, falling down my love.
I love what, I love this. I love what Kanghyun's doing there with the guitar.
Losing myself to love. I'm a gravity. Pulling towards us, you and I wanna be with you, gravity.
I don't know what I was expecting, but I was not expecting that. Let's go back. Okay, first of all.
I'm a gravity. Pulling towards us, you and I wanna
Oh, Kia's bass playing.
be with you,
Stank's bass. Oh, what is that? I don't know what Kangyeon's doing in the background, but I love that. I don't know what he's playing there specifically. I have to listen with headphones, but it's so good. Yes, yes, the guitar line, I love it. Oh, this is such a good line. Oh my goodness.
I'm on gravity.
Oh!
Revolution tipping your personality. In any high purposes, my love doesn't change. Break the frame tragedy.
Oh, and the freaking editing is so good. What?
My love is the only gravity like your intrustability.
I feel like there's so much to take in. Like Younghoon's coat. But anyways, there's just so much to take in. Like
I'm on gravity. My eyes are
that whatever that Kangyeon's doing this huge, and he's like holding it in the background.
Evolution tipping your personality. In any high purposes, my love doesn't change. Break the frame tragedy.
It's so good. And then the like freeze frame editing that they're doing over top of them. Oh my gosh,
Plus, because I feel that I'm cooked up. My love is the only gravity like your intrustability. My feelings change every moment in my mind. It hovers behind.
It's so good.
You cover me gently and we become mine. We're combined.
I love Damyeon's vocals too.
I'm a gravity.
I don't understand how you can do anything but this. I think I'm out of tune. Younghoon's vocals. I need to tune my guitar, but anyways, let's get back to it.
There's no life, I call you the one that I want you, that I want you. There's no reason to live without you, 'cause I'm nothing without you.
Is it guitar solo time?
I can't do anything.
Maybe?
Remember you're me and I'm you.
What? I know he did not just look at the camera like that too. Okay, hold on. This is, guys, it's been so long since I've heard a new Kangyeon solo. Let's go back. Let's go all the way back.
Remember you're me and I'm you.
Oh, what? There's this like passing note that he hits right there. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Because it's amazing because he's doing the line that he does earlier in the song, but he's doing it in a lower octave. He's playing it right there, which is really cool because as a start of a solo, it's great to call back to that musical idea, right? Oh, it's so good. And then of course, he slowly moves up in dynamics. Oh. Oh. Yeah. I'm not gonna be able to get that while I'm watching this video. Oh my gosh, it's such a freaking good run. It's something like, but it's like way more complicated than that. I have to like slow it down and learn it. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. And then the way he looks at the camera at the end of it, he's like, yeah, it just happened. Oh my gosh. Yes, yes. And when he hits the bin, there's that freeze frame on him. Just a little bit of soloing over the outro chorus. Yes! Back into that line. Yes! Oh, that snare roll, hard in. Come on, hold on. Oh my gosh. Oh, and then his vocals at the end, they just let him sing by himself. Oh my gosh, one more time. Oh my God. I don't know if y'all can hear that, but I guess there's a huge party of people cheering outside right now. But okay, I guess they're excited for the song. They're excited for the song too. Okay, so wow, there's a lot to unpack. There's a lot to unpack. Okay, so first of all, everyone looks great. Let's get this out of the way first. Everyone looks amazing. Everyone looks freaking cool as heck. I'm talking HECC, just a bunch of C's, heck. Everyone looks freaking cool. It's so nice to see them back together again because it's been so long. It's just nice. It's nice to have them back. It's nice to get a new song. I don't know how long ago they did this, but if you can't tell, I'm happy. I really enjoy this. There was a part of me that was hoping for more like rock, like straightforward rock, maybe more like Montage or Aurora, even more of like a heavy hitting song. But it's very interesting. There seems to be like a lot of space, but I love it. It's very unexpected, but I love it. Of course, I love the guitar solo. It's really awesome to see Younghoon playing acoustic guitar. Like I loved when he played rhythm for the Veronica music video. I just love it. I love when they're all doing stuff like that. I know I say this a lot, but like, this is a treat. This is a huge treat musically. And I feel like I would need to listen to this song, even without the music video, like put headphones in and listen to this song 100 more times to really fully grasp what's going on. But everything's written super well. The parts are exactly where they need to be. Kanghyun's playing is amazing as usual. There's so many great moments where each of the members shine in their own right. And of course, when I go back through, I'm about to watch it again, I'll try to pick out those moments even more so than the first time. But like, I'm realizing now that I was like super quiet during that first run, I think more quiet than I normally am. And it was because I was just like, my brain was just like, I've got to soak as much of this in as possible. But anyways, okay, so let's go back through, do the rewatch like I normally do, and see if I can actually point out more things than just being in shock and just like soaking it all in. So yeah, let's take another watch.
I'm a gravity. I feel like I'm floating on cloud nine. You're my gravity. Leaning on something, the letting turn to what I can't ignore.
Okay, so there's something really interesting happening with the percussion there. I want to highlight this build that they do because, of course, why would I not nerd out about this stuff with a Onewe song? So this is really interesting, right? The guitar, the acoustic guitar sets the rhythm. So it's this boom, boom kind of rhythm, this back and forth feel, right? Does that 4 times.
I'm a gravity. I feel like I'm floating on cloud nine. You're my gravity.
And then they're coming in with this like kick, I think it's a kick sample, right? And it's dun, 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 dun. And it's accenting those beats as well. And it's adding a layer, a rhythmic layer on top of what the acoustic is already doing. So if you notice the acoustic, the accents that he's playing with his right hand are often hitting at the same times as the percussion hits. And so it's giving this like strong rhythmic sense, right?
Gravity. I feel like I'm floating on cloud nine.
Right?
Leaning on something, the letting turn to what I can't.
And then this like, this like really cool fill. Oh, it's so good. And then, and there's more rhythmic subdivision added there. I can't explain to you how well produced and how intentionally written this is. And it's interesting because piano's not in at all this whole time, right? It's just the guitar. Kanghyun's not even playing here. It's just Younghoon and Harin, right? Kanghyun gets added in, right? I don't even think Key is playing. And then they begin to build it, but then they never take it dynamically as high as you think they're gonna go. Because you almost want it to like really like just hit right there, but then they don't. So then Harin hits the cymbals, there's a cymbal hit and it kind of washes out. And then you get like this completely different vibe than you're thinking, right?
We just can't deny it anymore. The barrel and empty resemble to find in your mind.
And it's just some kind of light cymbal work from Harin. Kanghyun's doing some clean, it's kind of open and airy sounding, and then of course Damyeon's playing the piano. And then Harin begins to build it. And then Damyeon's thing that he does with his head, you can feel the passion. I love it. And then the just complete, the complete break there. Oh, hold on. Okay. Guys, it's so good. It's so freaking good. So they're building, right? Again, it's an anti-drop essentially. And then Kia's just dropping he's dropping all of just the sick bass playing right there. And it sounds, the tone is perfect. The pocket is great. The attack and the aggression behind it is just spot on. And all you get is Younghoon's angelic vocals, Kia's playing, and then there's some drums, right? But then, and then they add another layer. And then of course they're back in full band now. And then it drops into this like halftime, like slow, just, stank face. That's all I can say, stank face right here. I'm on gravity, my eyes are revolution deep in your personality. Okay, I didn't hear this the first time. This is so freaking cool. Okay, so the percussion, it's like this halftime feel, right? And then they have the acoustic line. You wouldn't expect there to be a rap over top of that, but adding that in at a lower volume underneath, where it's just Kia rapping and the percussion and that, it feels musically, it just feels so freaking good.
yeah. I'm on gravity, my eyes are revolution.
And then of course, like, what a great way to signify like a change in the song. And Kanghyun's just holding that out, right, in the background. Oh my gosh. And I also want to applaud the editors. I know, like, I'm not talking much about the VFX, but this is a very, very well edited music video. And editing on beat is very, very, very important for music videos in general, but I would say even more important for something like this, because the shots are relatively static. They're all in their places behind their instruments and they're doing their thing. And so it's up to the camera people to, like, get really creative with, like, the shot that I literally paused on. It's an overhead shot. And it's also really important to note that they're cutting to different members when there are specific parts where they shine too. Like, obviously Kia's verse is just mostly Kia, right? Kanghyun's solo is mostly him, but then of course Damyang singing, it's him, right? Close-up shot, another great shot. But then if you notice, Harin, dum, 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 and then Kia's slide in, same thing. And then all of a sudden they're on Yonghoon, who is singing, but they're pulling back and establishing a larger shot because more of the band is also coming in. But then they cut a lot on the beats right here. It's so good. There's this big moment where Harin's doing this snare thing, and then they cut a bunch of times, bum, 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 and then of course you're into the solo. It's so good, y'all. And of course, the guitar solo. I freaking love, I think that's it. Oh no, it's that. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, it's so cool. And then that shot of him at the end in slow motion. One more time. Come on. That's the face when you just, you rip it and you're like, oh yeah, I can look good and also play the guitar really well. But I mean, like, come on, like, what a great way to end a solo. Man, okay. So let's talk about, really quickly, because I'm nerding out enough already, let's talk about solo composition, all right? There's a lot to be said about people who can improvise well, like just sitting down and soloing over a chord progression. However, there's an art to writing any sort of an instrumental line or a solo for an album that tells a story. And I think this is it's just such a well-written guitar solo. It's worth noting that he starts with a callback, and I said this the first time, to that main kind of electric guitar hook. So that he does that a lot, that little guitar line, and then it's interesting that when he starts what would be the beginning, the first half of the solo, it's the same, it starts the exact same, but there's slight variations on it every time. It tells you that we are departing, we're keeping something familiar, but we're departing from what has been done already, right? It's such a cool way to start a solo because it's right out of the gate, it's not in your face. You're given a little something, there's a little something new, something you've already, experienced, and you're like, oh, okay, this is the guitar's time to shine. And this can be done with any instrument, but in this case, the guitar, right? And then he starts off with this really big bend, right? And so you get these two bends, And bands always convey a sense of emotion and just epicness to me, right? So you've done the line that's been done all the way through the song, and then you hit these really, really big bends and you're like, oh, we're raising the intensity a little bit more. And then ending with this line. And then you end with like the freaking exclamation point of the whole solo. It's one big build, it's telling a story. It's like, here's that thing that we've been doing with a little bit of a difference, and then I'm doing something new, but I'm not like punching you in the face with it right away. I'm delaying the gratification, and then at the very end, just the freaking triplet, like, this is a very like Eric Johnson, if you're familiar with Eric Johnson as a guitar player, it felt very Eric Johnson, like pentatonic run thing there. Oh my gosh, it's just such a well-written solo. And then they go into like a full jam. And then keys slapping, oh my gosh. And that freaking horn snare thing that he does right there, oh my gosh. It's like this super fast sextuplet thing. Oh my gosh. And then instead of, you get the bump, 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 and then instead of hitting those last hits, it's just Yonghun. Well, y'all, I could sit here, I could rewatch this another 3 or 4 times and geek out on stuff that I didn't hear before. And I know that there's so much, especially like with Kia's bass playing and with like some of the kick drum stuff that I'm not hearing because I don't have like a dedicated sub to listen to them with, but amazing, amazing song. I'll give it a freaking 100 million out of 10. It's great. It's such a unique song. I'm having a hard time like piecing together what it reminds me most of, because there's like that disco beat in the background that's like reminiscent of disco music and like funk and stuff, but then like that acoustic guitar at the beginning is like bluesy and kind of southern rock, and then I don't know, it's really weird in a really, really good way. Like, freaking well done, Onewe. I'm not surprised, but I love it. And there are so many things, so many great musical choices throughout this song arrangement-wise, to build and to take away and to provide, you know, your ups and downs dynamically throughout the song and to convey the emotion that they're singing about. I just love it. I love it. So there you go. A cover is coming soon. I got a lot of things on my plate right now, but it is coming. It is coming very soon. I'm working on a few different videos, and a cover for this song is one of them. So, of course, now that I've finally gotten to listen to it, I've already got a head start on some of the guitar parts. I'm gonna dive right into hopefully getting this out as soon as possible for all of you. But thank you so much for watching. This was such a treat for me, and I really hope you enjoyed it. This was, of course, very music nerding out heavy versus, you know, like the cinematography this time, but what a treat. I loved it. And I hope there were some things in here that maybe I pointed out that you didn't already catch when you were listening to it. But it is time. It's time to wrap things up, as much as I don't want to in this case. If you haven't already, if you would consider liking, commenting, and subscribing, it would mean the world to me. There are 3 really, really simple things, but they do go a really long way to support this channel. Again, I have other Onewe covers that I've already done, and a video describing my experience with Kanghyun and finding out that he watches my videos and even sharing one of my covers on Bubble. If you're interested in those, links will be in the description below. But again, thank you so much for being here. Thanks for always coming and going on these reaction journeys with me. Until the next video, I'm Andrew, and I'll catch you then.